would like to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakakwadash. Yahawah is who the word ignorantly calls God in the name of his son, Yahawashi, who the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ in the name of the Harakakwadash, which is the Holy Spirit. I would also like to give a double honor unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught me this truth, and I would like to say a sincere shalom unto the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four winds of the world, unto the servants, the prophets, the true prophets that are prophesying and laboring in this truth and in this doctrine. Unto you I say shalom. The end of pensions, 401ks, and Social Security. All right, and this statement may seem far-fetched. All right, it's like, I'm going to get my pension. I got a 401k. I got over $1 million in my 401k. I'm going to, collect all my money. I'm going to retire. And of course, I'm going to get my Social Security. That's the mind state of all these bugged out Americans. All these Americans out there that still got their eye on the prize. That still have this American dream. All right, in their implanted in their mind, ingrained in their mind. It's not going to happen. All right, this system, this infrastructure, this economy will crash. All right, and when it does, what's going to go first? All right, your pensions, they're going to take that away. All right, and I have an example. I don't have the exact video where the Jake, he worked for this company. Is it Yellow Trucking? All right, and he was worked there 30 years, and they basically, I guess the company missed a pension payment and defaulted, and so I don't know if they lost all their pension and they're not going to get what they were supposed to get, or this one guy, this one Jake, but he was going crazy. All right, but eventually this is going to happen to all these big companies that are unionized. They're going to fall. Everything is going to fall. Okay, and that's what you Jakes, you Israelites, are not realizing. All right, if Esau has a say in it, has their hand in it, this devil, all right, who's deceived and lied to the world, okay, it's going to falter. It's going to fall. All right, and then this company, I think this company is like been going 100 years. Yellow Freight, all right, they're a shipping company. There's more than 200 laid off in Maryland due to shutdown of national trucking. Yellow workers dealing with lost hours, no severance pay after freight company. Let me read the rest of this. After freight company shuttered operations and declared bankruptcy. This is and I'm pretty sure they had some things leading up to this, where they made bad decisions or whatever. Maybe the pandemic had something to do with it, but eventually it failed. All right, it faltered. Okay, and they had a pension, and everything. Everyone thought it was all good. Okay, but what happens? Like these big companies Jake works for, that you got a 401k. Your 401k is dependent on the stock market. So when the dollar crashes, which it's going to do, all right, when the stock market crashes again, which all these economists out here are basically giving you the warning, all right, foreshadowing the next, what are they calling it? The next I can't think of the name what they call it, but the next big God damn, what is it? The next, you can say the crash, okay, but it's going to happen. But when it hits this time, it ain't going to be like, oh wait, it's going to be worse than the Great Depression back in the 1929. It's going to get bad out here, and that's why Jake ain't prepared. Jake is not prepared, and then you ain't got to be prepared financially, physically. I mean spiritually, because when everything start hitting, Jake is not gonna have nowhere to run. Okay, because first of all, you weren't getting right with the Heavenly Father. Jake wasn't repenting. So the only person they're gonna run to is Esau, the devil who caused this. All right, but like I said, your 401ks is based on the stock market. It's going. A lot of people during the before the pandemic were ready to retire. All right, that pandemic hit, their 401k took a dive, a nosedive. All right, and it still ain't recovered. Okay, and in that day you're gonna lose it all, and then they're gonna go for your Social Security. All right, Jake, you've been putting money in Social Security all this time, and you about ready to retire. You about 64, 65 years old, and a lot of Jakes these days can't retire. All right, that's how bad it has gotten out here. All right, with the price of inflation on a steady increase. All right, you got Jakes that's 60, 70 years old going back to work or still have to work. They can't retire. All right, because their Social Security or what they thought they would get from a pension or 401k can't cover their monthly mortgage or their monthly rent and their expenses. Okay, America is going to get worse and worse and worse. That's what Jake don't realize, and the one that's causing it is the one that a lot of you Jakes is going to go out there and reach out for aid. All right, it's going to come in the form of that universal basic income. All right, when they hit your pension, when they hit your 401k, all right, Esau is going to go down crouching. All right, like it says here in Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, the 12th chapter. I'm gonna get that. It says never trust thy enemy first and foremost. But they're just gonna go crouching and say, a lot of people lost this and they lost that, so we want to make that right. We want to help the American people out by giving them this monthly stipend, okay, which is going to come in the form of not a debit card, not a check, but a how can I say this? It's the MOTB, that CHIP, okay, that electronic payments, okay, everything is digital, all right. So you have eyes to see, you understand where I'm going with this. You know what it is, all right. Yeah, it sounds all good. I can get this back, and hell, I was getting this for my pension. I was getting this for my 401k. Hell, they giving me $3,000. But what's the catch? It's always a catch with this devil Esau, okay. It's always something, some underlining deal or the fine print that you Jakes don't read, all right? And Esau is going to make it real easy because things are going to get worse and worse out here, all right? You're going to have people losing their jobs. You're going to have mass layoffs. You're already having mass layoffs, all right? You already got tent cities all over America where people are catching hell. People are, Edomites is catching it, all right? Edomites, a lot of homeless Edomites out there that's going through certain things. Edomites selling their house. All right, you got these Edomites that on these have a mortgage on not a fixed, what the hell is it called? It's the other kind of mortgage where it option arm or something like that, where the your payment balloons after 5 or 7 years, and a lot of these people. I read an article where the people they can't pay these high ass mortgages, so they're losing their houses. All right, and where are these people going? They may have to move in with family. They may be able to survive, in an apartment for a little while. But the husband or the wife lose their job. Hey, they one step from being on the street. That's the reality of what's going to take place here in America. All right, and it's all set up by the one that you Israelites first and foremost, and all you stupid ass American people put your trust in. This devil Esau. And I ain't talking about average Joe Edomite walking down the street or that works at the bank, or I'm talking about the so-called elites of the society, the international banking families that run the world. All right, that run the world through debt. Okay, that run the world through witchcraft and wickedness. Okay, let me get this real quick in the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, take good heed, and beware of him, that thou shalt be unto him if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. All right, so you can't trust this devil. All right, he's going to go crouching. He's going to, be willing to help you out. All right, oh my goodness, you lost your pension. They got these programs, they got this program for you, and when all those programs fail that Esau's offering, they got that MOTB, okay, where they're gonna it's gonna be accessible to everybody, okay, and it's gonna it's gonna help a lot of families, but at what cost? All right, yeah, you may be able to stay afloat for a little while, but hey, your salvation, was it worth your salvation? All right, hell no. But a lot of people out there that ain't looking for salvation, they're not looking past America. They can't see past America. All right, they're looking for the now, and they're gonna get that quick fix now. But hey, at the end of the day, they're gonna receive destruction. So let me go back to this yellow trucking. It says price hikes loom for consumers with the loss of yellow trucking. Yellow trucking employees getting paid at a late date, 92.9 million in vacation time in limbo. They can't even pay the vacation time that they owe their employees, so they're going under. And this is a major freight company, and so how much more other freight companies that may be right on the brink of bankruptcy, all right, or shutting down their whole operation, all right, and this is a big deal because a lot of these freight companies, what do they ship? Or the main thing they ship, the main commodity that they ship is food. All right, medical supplies. Okay, things that necessities that people need. Or if they're not moving, you're gonna have less trucks coming in, which means less food's coming in. Esau is doing a super wicked job of orchestrating this chaos, this orchestrated famine, everything. All right. Let me see. Let me see something. Lose a picture. 8 days after the beleaguered trucking company announced the financial necessity of suspending contributions to the pension funds of a $50 million payment on July 15th, the Board of Trustees of Central State Pensions Fund voted to terminate Yellow's participation in the pension fund. So they probably had it. They just didn't want to pay it. At the end of the day, 99-year-old trucking company Yellow shuts down. Okay? Yellow trucker goes ballistic. Let me see this. I think this is the one I was talking about where Jake was, he pretty much lost it. All right, you sit up there, and it's Jake's fault at the end of the day because you niggas, you put your trust and your faith and all your power and might into America, into the American dream, into the American dollar, and where does it leave you? All right, you left with the short end of the stick. Here it go right here. Jake was livid. Let me see. I'll play it if it lets me. The Teamsters Union, representing 22,000 truck drivers, are preparing to strike as early as Monday. This is old. That shit is through. This is the Jake right here going off. An upset worker was filmed screaming at a Yellow warehouse after learning his pension was in jeopardy over the company's financial dire straits. There's going to be a lot of companies in America under these same dire straits. Let me see.
And ongoing human trafficking. That's Joe Biden's border crisis.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to let me play it, man. Let me skip this. Here we go. I'll just play a little bit because I don't know if this is buffering, it's moving slow.
It's the motherfucker right here. This is motherfucker top. So now we gotta do this.
You get the idea. Jake was going off, man. Jake was, he was pissed. But like I said, Jake is all we want to put our people put the most trust in America. All right, the place that has raped, robbed, and murdered our people, all right, continually. Okay, what do? They're the main ones up there thinking you was gonna ride off into the sunset and get your pension and enjoy the rest of your life. The rest of your life, not just this Jake, but a lot of Jakes out there is gonna be miserable. All right, it's gonna get man really bad out here. Okay, Jacob's trouble, famine, pestilence, the crash of the dollar, the crash of the stock market, uprisings of the people. Of course, people are gonna uprise because of this. All right, not this certain incident, but multiple jobs are going to be lost. The scripture says there shall be no work for Egypt. All right, this is Revelations 12 and 12. Let's see, yep. Esau coming down with great wrath. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. This devil's going to come down upon everyone having that great wrath. Okay? Great wrath to basically put you in a corner and have you make a decision. Have you make an emotional, irrational decision. My family hasn't eaten. I'm about to be put out of my house. What should I do? What should I do? Well, Esau's going to come with the solution, of course, in the form of that MOTB. Okay? And you're going to be, If you're not of the elect, you're going to be feel like you're in a bond. But the members of the elect will say, "Hey, take the house, take the car." If my family they want to, take your MOTB, take their ass too. Okay, but that's how you got to be in that day, because Esau's going to come at all angles. Esau ain't going to play fair. Esau's not going to say, "Oh, here, well, here's your choice." They're going to play dirty. Esau's going to get dirty at the end of the day, because Esau, he's going down, but he wants to take any and everybody he can down with him. That's how this devil rolls. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. They're seeking help from Egypt. All right, and Jacob's been seeking help from Egypt. All right, and they're going to seek Egypt that last time, and that last time, hey, they're going to seek Esau, Egypt, Babylon, America that last time, and that's going to be it. Okay, they're not seeking the Lord. They're not repenting. They're not, looking at themselves and saying, where did I go off? Where did I go wrong? They're looking to point the finger. Okay. Yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his word, but will arise against the house of evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. So the Lord is going to rise up against you Jakes at the end of the day. Okay, that are really not for him. The ones that trust in Babylon and not trust in Yahawashi. Okay, the ones that the ones that just that pretty much the undesirables. All right, the ones that were born in vain. Okay, the ones that slandered the prophets are going to turn on the prophets. All right, now the Egyptians are men, and not the Most High, and their horse's flesh, and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. So all you Jakes that's walking hand in hand with America, you're Democratic, you're Republic, all right, you fighting the state that keep America afloat, you're gonna go down with this place. Okay? That's the truth about it. And you think about it, Esau's going down, his infrastructure is going down, his dollar is falling. So how much more you niggas? You think he gonna lose it all, and you niggas ain't gonna lose it all? You think these Edomites, they gonna lose their pensions, but you ain't gonna lose yours? You Jakes is gonna get hit the worst, because we at the bottom. We ain't got no money in savings. We don't got shit. So Jake is depending on a pension and a 401k. When they hit them 401ks, man, your 401k might go from, you may have $500,000 to $1 million in there, and you may be stuck with maybe $20,000. $40,000. When the stock market hit, and by the you can't. Oh, let me rush and try to make a withdrawal from my 401k. Man, everybody gonna be trying to do that shit. The 401k company, the Prudentials, the Fidelities, all them motherfuckers gonna crash too. All right, because all your money is tied up and invested in the stock market. You thinking that you looking at a computer and looking at a number, thinking that, oh yeah, you good? No, man, that money ain't you ain't gonna never see that money. You ain't gonna never retire. All right, that's what you Jakes gotta realize. Okay, this is and it may be some Jakes out there that are retired. Okay, yeah, big deal, but they're gonna go after your Social Security. They're gonna that devil Klaus Schwab said you own nothing and love it. All right, you done worked all your whole life for Esau, slaving, putting money every check in the Social Security, and you don't even get to enjoy that. Okay, you're not you gotta understand. Esau's about to put his stamp, his MARK on everything. All right, where you can't make a move without this devil's approval. All right, but like I said, Esau gonna catch hell. They catching hell. Okay, this is Zephaniah 1 and 11. It reads, "How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off." All right, in the ancient world, Maktesh was like your modern day Wall Street. All right, your large marketplace. All the merchantmen, all these factories, these business owners, they're all going to be cut down. All right, meaning shut down, just like yellow trucking. Okay, this is I said 99 years. All right, so this company been going since 1921 or 1924. Okay, think about that. All right, and they falling flat on their face. So how much more of these companies that ain't been up that long, they're gonna fall too. All right, that's what Jay got to realize. Esau's losing everything. So you niggas think you ain't gonna lose everything too? All right. This is James 1 and James 5 and 1. Go now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. All right. Now who's a rich man? Esau, Edom. All right. Your riches are corrupted, your garments are moth eaten, your gold and silver cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. That's Esau. Esau, they're rich as hell, man. It's Edomites that got billions. Some of them got trillions, and they still want more money. Okay? But all that money, all that time and effort they put in, they're hoarding up those riches, it's not going to profit them in the day of wrath. It's not going to profit them to get them out of this judgment from Yahawashi Yahawashi. And of course, you're going to have those that the super rich, the elite that are going to survive the destruction just to come out and be the first slaves to fulfill prophecy of Psalms 148. But hey, the rest of them that ain't of the super rich, they're gonna perish. They're gonna wake up in chains. They're gonna be born into slavery. Okay, that's your reward, Esau. All right, because your money won't save you on this day. Okay, but you Jakes out there, if Esau's money can't save you, why are you niggas trying to hoard up money and thinking you made it and you sitting at the top of the hill and you got a bag, man? That shit is not your bag is not gonna save you either. Because Esau got the real bag. Okay, Esau got billions and he can't save himself. So you think a nigga like Floyd Mayweather or LeBron James, they got so-called billionaire, or Tiger Woods, or a nigga like Michael Jordan, they ain't gonna be safe in that day either. Okay, verse 4: Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which ye have kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. All right, and that's the workers, really the Israelites. All right, because the real laborers that keeping this wicked ass country afloat is Jake. All right, the real laborers of this place. Okay. I got a few more scripts I want to grab. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, and I could read. I'll just hit 15 real quick. He hath swallowed down riches, and ye shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. All those riches that Esau has hoarded up, all right, they're gonna vomit back up. All right, meaning they're not gonna enjoy the fruits of their labor. All right, they've been enjoying it. They've been kicking their feet back and having a good time. But the end of the Esau's party is about to be up. All right, you at the end, E. Okay, so all those riches, all the shit that you got away with, you're gonna have to pay for it. All right, you're gonna go down in this lifetime, and after that 1,000 years of servitude in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna go down after that. Okay. But yeah, like I said, man, the pensions, the 401ks, the social securities, Esau gonna go after all of that shit. Okay, he don't even care about his own people. How much more you Jakes, man? How much more you Israelites? It's gonna be Edomites that got millions upon millions of dollars invested in these banks, in these banks, and they're gonna lose it all. You all right? Your money is what they say is FDIC insured up to $250,000. That don't mean shit. All right, because the banks is going to close down too. You see that happening with certain banks in America, whether they be small banks or not, credit unions or whatever. They're closing down. All right, they don't even have enough money to. Some of these banks, when they shut down, they don't have enough money to pay out the deposits. Okay. Damn, was another point I wanted to make about the bank, and also what the banks are ultimately doing, they're funneling all the there's going to be four banks. It's going to be a conglomerate of four banks, pretty much. Okay, and they're centralized. It's centralized at CBDC, at centralized digital bank currency shit. That's a real thing. Okay, that's what eventually your money is going to be tied to. Okay. Because at the end of the day, Esau, we always speak of Esau having this God complex, where he wants to be as God, sit in the temple of the Most High, or as it says in Second Thessalonians, the second chapter. Okay, and he wants to control your money. He wants to control how much you can buy, how much you can spend, how much you can spend in a week, how much you can spend in a day, how much you can. Well, you can't. At the end of the day, you're not going to be withdrawing no more from the ATM. But how much more you can, you can carry on on your C hip. All right, he wants that ultimate control, and by him slashing or ending your pension, your 401k, and your Social Security, that gives him control. All right, and they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna give you something in place of that. All right, which they control. All right, it's all about control with Esau. It ain't never really been about the money, because you control the money. You, of course, you control the masses, but Esau wants that ultimate control, like the Most High, all right, where they control your thoughts, they can control your every move, okay, and he's going to try to fulfill that in the form of that MOTB. Actually, let me grab that, because that Jake got to realize, everything that Esau's doing, whether it's collapsing a company, collapsing multiple companies, collapsing the stock market, it all points and all ends with the MOTB. All right, that's Esau's end game. Okay, this is the book of Revelations 13. I'm going to hit verse 15. And he had power to give life into the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And we all know what that image of the beast is. That image of the beast is this new world order system, this new world order way of living, democracy, homosexuality, LGBTism, or whatever you want to call it. One world government, one world currency, okay, one world health, all these things that basically the new way of living, all rolled into one, and you have to basically get down with that system. By what? How do you make an alliance? How do you show servitude to that system? By taking that MARK, the 16th verse, and he causes both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a bond. Sweet. Wait. Oh yeah. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a MARK in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the MARK, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay, buy or sell. Okay, so what would you do with your retirement? You would buy items or things that you need, right? What would you do when you get your Social Security, your retirement? What are you going to do? You're going to use it to purchase things. Use it to accommodate your for your livelihood. Okay, same thing. All right. So like I said, Esau's everything is pointing to the MOTB. Esau's doing all this for to fulfill, to attempt to fulfill his new world order. All right. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect, and I would like to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakakadash. Till next time, I say Shalom.